Dennis and Marty are waiting for me on the bricks. JB is up early and pulling the GMC out and getting ready to head back to Florida today. It was a nice visit. We always miss him when he heads out. Hi. Well, we knew this one would be shorter than some have been. Hi, good morning, Morris. I was able to give him his medicine by himself last night, by myself. He's leery about it now, but hey, Marty. Marty ate pretty good in the house. Mama did some of that special gravy stuff. You enjoy your breakfast, Morris. Yep, there's the GMC. So JB may or may not drive straight through. He's going to do whatever feels comfortable. We have cool temps in the 70s and even some highs in the 60s this week. That's a nice looking ride you got there, JB.
A lot nicer than the one I usually take. Shortly after
JB's got the title. He's got the paperwork he needs for Florida. He's got water and his food in the cooler there in the front. And should be riding in comfort today.
read the book, and so you know you adjust the seats and hold the button down because you're key fob 1, the other key fob's 2, and that's how it knows you based on who unlocked the car.
I did enjoy riding in the Teslas, and I know people aren't going to believe me when I tell them that how far it's come on the self-driving in the last 2 years or so. So, yeah, it was pretty impressive this time. The other times, you know, I could be a little worried. This time, I just kept thinking Donnie was driving.
Right.
You know, so I didn't even think about it this time.
Well, we have a saying in the Tesla community, butts in seats.
Yeah.
If you can get somebody to get in a car with you and take them on an FSD drive, you can show them how great it is. It's very hard to convey how great it is if they aren't actually in the car with you.
It's true. Yeah, because people, they don't understand. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
I'm just going to head down to Dunn. They try to always take that other route now.
Yeah.
You know, on the new highway somewhere. But I like to go down 401, turn left, freeway,
go
home.
I understand. All right. All right.
Bye, JB.
Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Thanks for taking it.
Yeah. Well, you know, Susie and I, that's what we do. We just come and take fun.
No problem. Maybe the next one will be a Tesla.
You never know.
Well, it's pretty much a perfect morning. Temps in the 50s, sunshine, a slight breeze, blue skies, with just a hint of cloud up there. It's really nice. I'm probably going to go install those plants down there, the tree and the perennials around the new retaining wall, the circle. So, you know, not right now, it's only 9:30, but here in a bit. Another day, more bacon and eggs for Don.
Works for me. Thank you, Sweet Pea.
You're welcome. Don says he's going to work on the bird bath retaining wall when he gets off work. So I got to make sure you're fed and happy.
Yeah. This thing I'm working on is probably going to take me another hour, maybe 90 minutes. At that point, I might stop.
Yeah, it's like 65 out there. It doesn't get any nicer than that in the spring in North Carolina.
It's actually, when you're actually like cool, you actually want to be in the sun.
Right. It's 1:45 and I'm getting out here to start working. I see a swallowtail butterfly up there. That's a nice sight. I'm going to pull the Cybertruck out, and first up is mix up the wheelbarrow full of Japanese maple dirt. And yeah, I'm going to do the stuff down the hill like I said, and I need the wheelbarrow with a mix of dirt again. So I factory reset the Mini. I am up here at South Park with a view of the northern sky, and I have great service. So the Mini's great when you can see the sky, in particular for setup the northern sky. I have my computer here. I I'm going to just go hold it up to the glass because as you can see, it's out of the case now, the Veritas mount. And I'm expecting when I hold it up to the glass, my signal to go away, but I'm going to at least go test that.
Well, the lights are out here. They've been out for about 10 minutes now. I did call Duke and report it. This is the UPS in the closet that runs the Wi-Fi routers and all that kind of stuff. I still have internet. My computer has kind of crapped out, but this thing says it's got 27 minutes left of capacity, which is good. You know, if this was an ice storm, I would have already headed to the garage to get the Nexus power station, but this is a sunny day. I think obviously somebody crashed into a power pole or something like that. So I think you know, I'm just going to chill here. I do have a 4 o'clock meeting, but I can take the meeting on my phone. Hopefully it'll be back up by 4 o'clock. It's now 3:35.
I can't get my overhead lights on so I can see better in here. Guess should go back over here and turn it back. I think I turned it off trying to turn it on. I should turn it back on. Yeah, on. So I'll know when the power comes back because they'll come on. Yeah, so it's worth calling Starlink support just to talk to that voice grok and check it out. It sounds like a girl. It's female in this case, right? And if you ask it if it's grok, it says yes. So that's cool. Let me drive to South Park and stayed on the line with me. Just wait, says let me know when you're there. Take your time, no rush. Repeated steps, no attitude. Clarified instructions with efficiency and grace. Knew what it was talking about. Help me fix my problem. Although my only real problem was trying to do anything with the Mini here at the house, okay? But it did a great, was using the Pythagorean theorem to figure out how the height of the tree and how far away the truck was and whether that was a good enough view of the northern sky. Didn't tell me all the math this time like it does online. But anyway, that was pretty cool. So a 40-foot tree and 200 feet away is probably not really far enough. So I lined up different over at South Park than Don and JB yesterday. And anyway, it was just phenomenal working with Grok. Transformational for the future of the help desk. Who would want to talk to someone they can't understand, that may or may not be the right person? There's no way a human, any human, could have the knowledge that Grok has for answering help desk queries. I'm sorry, but if you're working on a help desk, if they can afford whatever this thing is that Starlink's using now, this Grok voice help desk thing, I'd be worried about my job. I mean, they've been taking jobs away from American help desk workers for a while now, but anyway, because Don and I at IBM, we worked on the product that was the software for all the mainframe enterprise accounts, okay? Big banks, big names, big railroads, big, if you were a Fortune 500 company, you were probably using our product at one time. Not today, but at one time. It's still out there, though. It's still, some customers are still using it. And I don't know. This thing is transformational. That's what it is. It's wow. I'm just telling you, I know help desk, and this thing is out there. Wow.
Oh, I just think I'll lay your hair in this nice grass. Oh, it's so nice. Uh-oh. I have to do that. I have to pick all the rocks up. I just can't lay here in the grass and enjoy this beautiful day. All right, it begins. So we got all these rocks. I'm going to put them in that. And I'm going to pick up as many rocks as I can. Fill that up. It'll probably fill that up. Move the pots. I don't know how much digging I'll do today. Probably today will be mostly just getting everything out of the way and getting ready to start digging. Tomorrow will probably be the real digging day. So it's just, you can't believe how pretty it is here today. It's perfect. I mean, sunny, nice breeze, not cool, not warm, just really comfortable. No bugs.
Well, honest, the rocks seemed like a good idea at the time.
I don't know whose idea that was a good idea that was.
You helped me lay them. Well, our power came back on about 5:15. Marty is enjoying his people being outside and hanging with us. He's a really good buddy in the yard. I often think how difficult it is to have cats that prefer to be outside sometime and pitch a conniption fit if you don't let them outside. And then when I'm working outside in the yard, I really appreciate them keeping me company. I've got the tree in the thing. I leveled it with the big long level, and I went around with the tape measure and made sure it was in the center of the thing, and I reworked it a bit, and I'm happy with it. The dirt's a little higher on the right now, but gonna straighten that out with my hand. And also, by the time I put the perennials in the ground, you won't really see the pot too much at all. The pot's down 4 or 5 inches, so it won't fall over, get blown over until the tree grows down. I still think it's the right thing to do to raise the tree, because that way when I put the perennials in, they're not overpowering the tree. And I should have it here in a bit. Don is still on rock detail, but he's made great progress. He said right.
Well, it took about 2 hours, but I got all the rocks up. I switched to buckets, these plant pots, much better. That was the last one. All the landscape fabric, of course, had a lot of sand and stuff. So I was able to kind of ball up the landscaping fabric and pour it into this one. And that way, if you can see, it's actually pretty clean. There's not a lot of rocks. So tomorrow I'll start with the cutting away the dirt and lay in the first course of the retaining wall bricks there. She's over there planting plants, and she's creating pots for me, big ones too, which is what I like. And I'm going to go over there and empty that bucket, that great big tub that I filled with rocks. I'm going to take the rocks out of it and put in these pots so that we can basically work with them one at a time. And plus they have holes in them, so when they get water in, they'll just run out the bottom.
Hey, we're able to sit outside for a minute.
Yeah.
I've gotten 1 or 2 mosquito bites, but they're not swarming me. Yeah. This is kind of nice.
I've heard one buzz, and that's all I've had.
Yeah, so we're pondering. Don had said the other day that we're going to be trying different things to see what works best for how to park the Cybertruck over here. Pull in or back in. Which way does FSD want to go? Charging a little bit right now while we've got the mobile, just the mobile connector plugged in versus a wall connector. We got that universal one. We'll eventually need to figure out where exactly to install it over here, but we're going to play with it some.
Right. Ideally, we don't know. I don't know if it's going to pull in or back in. I'm totally open to that, left side or right side. And also, FSD might end up being the one that decides this. Now that we've kind of got plenty of room there for it to decide, I would hope that we'll just see what FSD seems to prefer to do, and we'll just do it. I just want the passenger and the driver to be able to get in without worrying about banging the doors. I don't care which side, and I would prefer not to do the back and forth getting in or out of the driveway here.
Yeah, sometimes it seems like if it would just turn another foot. It would be okay. Just go a foot forward. Yeah, we're doing a few extra, quadruple major point turns over there. A little bit more work than it has to do. That's all I'm trying to say.
You had said a little while ago that you thought from this position right here it could turn. And I agree with you. I think the Cybertruck, if we were driving,
right,
we could make that without backing up. But I don't
make
know
it to down the hill.
We just pull out and go. We wouldn't have to back up at all. But I don't know that FSD is willing to cut that sharp.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. And I'm wondering now if with the GMC gone, if the Cybertruck will still recognize this as a parking spot and still try to park over here.
We could get an inflatable car like those people have.
Well, eventually, and you know, we're not the only one. Some people really, 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 like Ruby has to pull in. Robot has to pull in,
much.
or the charging cords don't reach, or we'd have to redo the setup over there.
Yeah.
People have definite opinions about whether they should pull in or back in, so Tesla's going to have to let you say.
Right.
This whole I'm going to do one or the other is not going to cut it because it matters for charging.
Yeah. Well, this, you know, when we first started down this journey, we were wondering if it would ever come down the driveway. Well, now we have no concerns about that. And the last concern that we have is, will it actually go into the garage? Ruby go into the garage, or will Robot go into the garage? Will the Cybertruck park itself in the Cyberport? You know, those details, you know, we're still unsure. But before FSD is done, I would expect those would have to be solved. So,
yeah.
You know, so it's kind of like it needs to know. Well, you know, it's kind of like those robotic lawnmowers. They have these little docking stations, and no matter where on your property is, and it runs out of power, it knows that that's my home port way over there, and it gets over there. So I would hope that no matter where in the property we leave the Cybertruck and we tell it go park itself, it would come back over here and park.
All right, well, I'm sure someone can think of a better implementation, but I just think we got work and we got home, but we need maybe park 1 and park 2. And you drop a pin and then some other button where you can say pull in or back in. You know, our friend Andy's always saying if Tesla would just give us a small amount of memory to remember crap like that, we could be done with these things. But, you know, remember when Elon said we don't need waypoints? I can't even get in the Tesla without setting waypoints to drive my thing. I think Elon thinks that wherever the car parks to charge is just fine. And I think he needs to realize that people really, really care about where their car is parked. We have obsessed people with Tesla Ruby parking spaces and, you know, no door dings and stuff. You've got to have a parking profile. So anyway, Elon, listen, you know, the sooner you get to this same conclusion, everyone else that drives a Tesla will just be better.
That's right. I agree 100% because I pull the car out almost every time for you and park it in your exact ready to go spot. I want to tell the car, get ready. I'm going to be zooming out the door here in a couple minutes. Get yourself all ready to go. Yeah,
I tell Don I'm fixing to fly.
Yeah, that's right. That means for me to get going, Betty.
That's right. If the car ain't in the position, please get it there. I'm late again.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we all know I can't get out the door without your assistance. We all know.
Yeah, it's all right.